You never stood a chance.
Alright, new tuned items, 13.1b. Let's get to it. So, not much changed for Tryndamere. Not much changed. The same things will be like, just do like this, and it's still either one of these, depending on the game. As always, like Kraken if there's a lot of melees, if you're playing against tanks, and if you can reliably land a lot of auto attacks, you go Kraken. And Gale Force if there's like range and you don't actually need the extra DPS from Kraken to get kills, and you need extra reach, you go Gale Force. And then you still go Navori. Still go Navori, especially now, you can go Navori second. Before this patch, I kind of did a Zeal before I went Navori like pretty much every game, because before this patch, you needed 60% crit chance to proc Navori. But now you only need 40. So before it was kind of awkward and you needed 50 Fury to proc Navori if you didn't go a Zeal in between these items, but now you don't have to. Now you're just gonna proc it. But now the change comes here. So if they have no armor, no like they don't have a lot of levels, no armor items, you don't really need armor pen, you go this item. It's this. So this item was already like pretty good, but I don't think it was like quite good enough. But now that it got 10 AD, I think it pushed it over the edge, and this item feels quite good right now. I do think Essence Reaver 3rd is a good item. If you end up doing this, then you still just go Cerildas after, because at this point you definitely need armor pen. Even if they don't have armor items, they're gonna have high base armor, you want armor pen, so you go Cerildas. And then last item, again, as you can, if you want to see more about the last item, then go check my mobile fire guide, link will be in the description. There's gonna be explanation of what to do last. It can be either this, yes, Zonias is not bad on Tryndamere, it can be maybe even this, or if you need a QSS against some CC, it can be this. So it can be a bunch of items. But in the end, the core items are maybe a bit different. This instead of PD, basically. If they have armor, it's still this, it's still this, it's still this. But now you just go Cerildas. You just do this. So you just do Cerildas before Essence Reaver. After this, I think you still go this. But you simply go this before Essence Reaver. Now, another thing is, again, another build is this, again this, always this, and it can be this. So, Mortal Reminder is now an armor pen item. Right now it's bugged, and the tooltips doesn't show properly what the stats it gives, but the stats will be shown right here, right now. The stats that it actually gives. Why we do this is if the enemy has healing, we get an armor pen item, and we get 100% crit, and we get anti-heal. 3 in 1, which is a great deal. So in the past, before this patch, it was kind of awkward to build anti-heal. A lot of the times the enemy kind of has some healing, but you don't really want to get a full anti-heal item because it just feels bad. It doesn't feel good. You're buying an item just for anti-heal instead of something else, and that can screw up your damage or whatever. It's just, it doesn't feel quite worth it. But now you get to round out your crit, get armor pen and grievous wounds in one item. So if the enemy has healing, for example, you're playing against like Aatrox, Irelia, Fiora, whatever, champs that heal, you can go this item to have an easier time in side lane. Or, for example, I did earlier today, I had a game where enemy had Soraka, and this helps out a lot. If the enemy just has a Soraka in their team, obviously when you're team fighting, there's gonna be a lot of heals going off, and this helps out a lot with that. So again, if the enemy has a comp or champions that are based on healing, especially if you need this power on side lane, like against Aatrox, definitely this item is great. And after this, after you do this, what this also does is, because this is an armor pen item, this is a last whisper item, you can't go Cerildas. You can't go Cerildas. So after this, what you can do is you can still do this, even though you have 100% crit already. You can still go this. That's okay. It's good damage. Or you can go this. This is also fine. Again, you can still go this. There's items that you can do. You can also go maybe PD even. It's hard to say like what is exactly the best one, but if you have this item combo, like the items after can basically be like any one of these, like Essence Reaver or PD, Merc Scheme, or if you really need that armor pen, the buffed Black Cleaver can be bought as well. The buffed Black Cleaver. So this will be like a really high armor pen build with this item and this item. I think this patch is good for Tryndamere, and they buffed him in 13.1 with the items. He is a bit better now. So I do think that this item especially is gonna make some games like... This item will maybe even win some games for you if you build it in the correct spot, because having that anti-heal and armor pin in the same item just is really, really good. So yeah, that's about it. 13.1B Tryndamere. It is a bit buffed. And yeah, that's about it.